official week of summer, so we're ringing in the fall season on Saturday. It's going to look and feel a little bit more like it should. Highs in the mid to upper 70s. Let's send it back to you, Dan.
Catherine, thank you. We have a local author who is making waves with a really cool book series. So, of course, Christine Gibson in studio with us, talking about Christine's Big Hair Adventures.
Yes.
What I love about this, I'm going to hold the books up so people at home can see what we're talking about. We had you on a year ago for the first book, and now you're back with a second book.
Yes.
It was so popular. I'll tell you what, I took one of these home, read it with my girls. They absolutely loved it.
That's great.
But this whole series is about self-awareness.
Yes.
Talk about that.
So, as we know, Christine is on her journey to be self-aware. In the first book, she was questioning about her big hair for the first time. And the fun thing about it was she didn't know she had big hair. So that was that outside influence that came in and made her start questioning herself. So now, after Grandma confirmed her and made her feel so better about herself, her journey now, she goes to school. So how does she keep that self-awareness in a new environment?
Yeah.
So that's the big thing, because a lot of times we feel better at home, but when we leave our home to that outside place that's unknown, we feel insecure a little bit, kind of like the kids at school. So in the second book, Christine goes to school. She discovers there's a friend in the school who has an issue with her speech. But she doesn't know that right off back. She just knows she doesn't talk and she's really quiet.
Yeah.
So she wants to be her friend, and she's like, why is this girl not talking? Why is she not doing the same routine as everyone else? And like we see at school, it's always somebody who's off to their self, you know. So she approaches her eventually, and she finds out that she stutters. So because she stutters, she doesn't want to speak. She doesn't want to join the circle time with the rest of her friends. So yeah. So Christine kind of embrace her and tell her about what Grandma told her in the first book, like, hey, whatever your issue is, love yourself, be okay with it, and you'll see how the world will embrace you as well.
What I love about this, I mentioned the self-awareness, but it's also the inclusion. It's also the journey of life.
Yes.
And it's fantastic. You, by trade and background, are with the Cincinnati Public Schools.
Yes.
As a teacher, a longtime teacher.
Yes.
You see this firsthand. Talk
Yes.
about the inspiration for getting these books out to kids in our community and having, you know, kids just like this in your classroom.
So first, I want to shout out Rohill. Hey, Rohill, how are you today?
That's awesome.
But my kids at Rohill and the kids in the community and kids all across the world, they come in with broken home situations, a lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And our job, and my job, is to fill in those gaps, to make sure that school is a safe environment. School is an environment that's uplifted, and what I do in my classroom is consistent all the time. I'm constantly telling kids they're great. I even wear my hair big to let them know that it doesn't, the mold, whatever you see on TV, I love Beyonce, but you don't have to look like Beyonce to be beautiful.
Absolutely.
You can be yourself and be beautiful. And I think they get these images and they get stuck, and that's what they want. And they're so set in their mind, like, well, I'm not pretty today. I don't look like I think that person on that magazine look. Well, we have to give them the other magazine with their faces on it. So that's why I bring these books to the table, so that they could see representation of themselves, have similar issues, and they could just go forward and know that they have educators in the school that's pushing for them.
Well, and that is you. Christine, thank you so much for being here.
I appreciate it.
A lot more information, guys, on where you can